So when Hoppin is packed out, I mean, the atmosphere is fun. You have 60 plus taps, so you never wait for a drink. You have basically 60 plus bartenders for beer, wine, ciders, anything that is on tap. Hi, I'm Rich Moyer, founder and CEO of Hoppin Brands, which encompasses Hoppin and Penthouse. The first year when we opened in 2017, we had such a big success and a lot of people asking us about franchising. So we began our second concept, which was Penthouse. We opened that in 2019, then led us to our franchising model. So now we franchise across the country. So when I sold my first company, came across some self-serve technology. It was really intriguing, and there was a few things that separated and actually made me want to invest in the idea. One was it was different. It was something that Charlotte didn't have, and it was something that I thought could be a really, really cool concept that would bring people from the community into a cool spot to hang out, whether if it was, every week or their first date or a corporate event. So the space for me was super important to be different, and everything we do is not only to be, the best of what we do, but to also be different and do it at a high quality. So this space, my brother came up with the idea of the original design, and then we brought that to a designer. Hoppin overall is kind of that modern classic vibe, and then Penthouse is a Great Gatsby vibe with duck pin bowling. So the differentiator between the two is the actual interior design, and then Penthouse has duck pin bowling. But outside of that, you're gonna have 60 plus self-serve taps at each location and full cocktail bars here in Charlotte. We keep everything ever rotating. There's really never what we would call like a staple tap that stays the same. We might have 2 or 3 at every single location, but our goal is to work with local breweries, regional breweries, and then everything across the country and the world. So if you come in and tap 34 is a Juicy J, tomorrow Keg Kicks, it might be something completely different. We wanted to be very community focused. So being able to involve our local breweries, our local food trucks, or local neighboring restaurants was very, very important to us. Since we don't have food, what could we do to actually pull in our community? And that's working with local operators. So Hoppin Helps, we founded just probably a year after we opened. We realized that we were doing a lot in the community with our local partners and things like that, but we really weren't touching technically maybe families in the community or charities in the community as much as we wanted. My brother passed away from brain cancer at 2.5 years old. So any charity or event or family that I can directly help in that are going through that same process that our family went through is very, very important to me. Charlotte has just been one of the fastest growing cities in the US, has a great brewery scene and beer scene. So when we originally started, it was just beer and wine. And then as times changed, we added a cocktail bar. From day one, opening Hoppin, we've actually realized people love the concept, love the idea, love the brand, and bringing it to the franchise side was really, really cool, because we had a lot of people come to us before we even thought about franchising and say, hey, how do we bring this to our city? And recently our second franchisee lived in Charlotte. It was a couple, they had a baby, and they moved back towards Dallas and live in Fort Worth, and that'll be our second franchise location. So it's cool to see that our customer base loves the brand that much to take it to a city where they move to. Charlotte, for me, has been just a great city for all the businesses that I own and manage. My first business started here in Charlotte, which was my trampoline to what I say is my trampoline to success, and to be able to invest in different things and start different companies. If you're going through the grind right now, it is truly just don't stop, right? You're probably super, super close to that breakthrough moment. I've never second guessed in my gut. I'd say 7 out of 10 times it's gonna be right. And even if I'm right 3 out of 10, those 3 successes will outweigh the 7 losses. Sometimes it's the gut's off and it's not right and you learn from it, and other times it's spot on and you turn a tap room into a franchise.